Okay, inviting and introducing next summer radio show now and podcasts. Accepting my invitation, we have a musician and a female vocalist, the actors Casey Johns, who has created her own image, individuality, and sounds. It's very nice to have you on with me on my show. How are we doing today?
I'm great, Danny. How are you?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, very good. Where are you situated in the globe right now?
I am currently in Key West, Florida. Sunny Florida right now.
Oh, very good. Hope the weather's good to you. We've had a few winds over here as well, so I hope it's calm over there as well.
Yeah, the weather's been really nice over here. Thank goodness. It's been sunny.
Oh, very good. That's what you want. And like the great British weather. But yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
we here to talk about your new single. Of course, wanted to get you on my show to chat a little bit about your new single that you're promoting at the moment. It's called Rodeo Queen. I've described it as a country pop hit record, upbeat. It's an upbeat rocker, awash with country and roaring guitars. Do you feel this one really showcases like your true sounds?
Definitely. It's definitely written from a genuine place, and it's a love story about my parents. And yeah, so it's just a country rock and roller song.
Lovely. And in brief, what's the backstory behind Rodeo Queen?
Yeah, so I grew up in the rodeo world. My mom was a barrel racer, my dad was a bull rider. They fell in love, and so we wrote a song about it.
Oh, that's amazing. I do see those, the Bronco Bulls sometimes, and I think of rodeos. They are
Yeah.
very hard to ride on, aren't they? Have you ever tried one?
I've never done that. No.
Uh, but that aside, on this record, do you play any musical instruments?
I do. I play guitar.
Very good, very good. And is that one of your first instruments that you were passionate about? Like picked up?
Definitely. Yeah. My granddad gave me a guitar when I was like 15 and he played guitar and I just kind of took after him.
Great. Do you have a favorite make of guitar at all?
Right now I am loving Silvertone.
Okay, great. And on this Rojo Queen, what was the single like? The experience of recording it? Did you have fun with it? Was it quite memorable?
It really was. And I think honestly, just writing from a genuine place and then just putting that into the studio was just so much fun. Smith Curry produced the song. And I'm just so happy people are relating and connecting to it.
Lovely. And I did a little bit of research. If I sit correct, you were originally from Memphis in Tennessee, and then you relocated to Nashville. How was that transition for you?
It was good. I'd been going to Nashville since I was a kid, and I knew one day I would hope I'd live there, and I'm so glad I finally made the move in 2017.
Well, both of them are iconic places, so the best of both worlds.
That's very true. You got all the blues and all the country.
Fantastic. And has been included on, some respectable playlists with your new single. What's that feeling like to have your music reaching out and finally be applauded, recognized?
It's honestly been amazing. I had no idea Rodeo Queen, I had no idea so many people would connect to it. So it's just been great to see people's, stitches on TikTok and just seeing people, relate to the song and connect with it as much as we have when we were writing it. So it's been amazing.
Yeah. And it's amazing how country music has accelerated like since like say 30, 35 years ago. It's just blown, hasn't it? Gone worldwide.
It's blown up, and I think it's great because country music has, just so many stories to tell. So it's awesome to see people loving it.
They do say country music is a good storyteller.
Yeah.
And you mentioned some of the places you've like lived in and performed in, like Memphis and Nashville. Are there any places in the world that have been your highlights that you've visited or performed in?
Yeah, absolutely. This year we've gone to Norway 3 times this year, which has been so much fun. That's definitely been a huge highlight. And then we also did a lot of new shows this year. We play down in Key West pretty often. We've made our way to Seattle, which has been a blast. I mean, we've just been all over. Next year we get to go to Colorado. So a lot of the places in the States that I haven't even visited yet, which will be great.
So you're just scratching the surface, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how was Norway? Did you see the Aurora Borealis?
No, I haven't yet. As many
Ah,
times as we've been over there, I haven't seen it.
never mind. There's always next time. Remember that.
Next time,
Yeah.
next time. And I'm hoping we
Um,
get to make our way to the UK next year.
yeah, please do. That'd be great. Another popular track you recorded was called The Black Dog. Can you tell me a little bit more about this one?
Yeah, so I grew up obviously on a lot of country music, a lot of rock and roll, and a lot of blues. And then this is just a cover we did of Led Zeppelin, and I've been singing this song since I was a teenager. So I obviously wanted to recut it and just put it on a track. And yeah, I love rock and roll music. Anything with like raspy vocals, I love.
Oh, lovely. And you have that kind of country rock crossover sound. Have you also been influenced lyrically and personally by any other like musical styles?
Definitely. I'm a huge fan of Sheryl Crow. I love her writing. Obviously, a huge fan of Led Zeppelin. And then, of course, Miranda Lambert. I kind of want to take all of those and just put it into a song.
Good to hear. Any artists on your radar you like to go into the studio with or perform on stage with?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. That's just scratching the surface.
Mm,
There's so many great artists that I'd love. I mean, obviously, I would love to record with Sheryl Crow one day. And I'm loving recording with a lot of the Texas artists right now. We just recently did a single with Ty Smith, who's just killing it. And yeah, I'm loving the Texas scene as well.
good, good. And it's that time of year where where the festive season is upon us, and you release a track called "Rock for Christmas," a Yuletide number. Doing that was always on your wish list, high on your bucket list.
Yeah, I've always wanted to write a Christmas song. We've never done it before. And so our guitar player came up with this idea called Rock for Christmas. And it kind of has a double meaning about wanting to rock for Christmas and then also wanting a rock for Christmas. So we just thought it was a cool idea. So we went with it. We wrote it in the middle of summer. And yeah, it was just really, really fun to write.
You don't get many kind of rock Xmas songs these days.
None at all. And then so when we were
Mm.
writing it, I'm like, wow, this is actually, I feel like this is kind of different than what a lot of people are doing. So
Oh, that's good. There's always a niche for something.
yeah.
And what do you enjoy about this time of year as well?
Probably really being with my family. I don't get to do that often because we're on the road so much. So it's nice, during the Christmas holidays to spend time with my family.
Ah, that's good. And you have started some music videos. What do you like about that aspect of the promotion side of your music?
I love doing music videos. So much fun because I love it when the boys are involved, the boys in the band, because we just have so much fun together. And then just the production of it all, just watching how it's edited and filmed and, coming up with storylines. It's just a blast to be a part of the process.
And do you find the behind the scenes very interesting?
Oh, it's so much fun. So much fun. We try to invite everybody out, especially for Rock for Christmas. That was one video where we just invited everyone out and we just, had a few drinks and we just sang songs and talked about life and stories. And behind the scenes, it was a blast.
And a Rock for Christmas, you can check the video out on, like, say, YouTube.
Absolutely, yes.
Cool. What's the support been like from your fans and your followers and friends and family?
Say that one more time.
Yeah, what's the support been like from your fans, followers, and your friends and family have been supportive of your like musical journey?
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. My mom is just a huge fan, and she's my biggest supporter. My grandma is a huge supporter. I have a lot of support from my family, and I think that's really, really important, especially since I don't get to see them that often. So
That's good. It's good to have that kind of like framework and, support from, your close ones.
definitely.
And what's the feeling like when you hear your song on the radio? Do you find that a very rewarding feeling?
Oh, it's crazy. It's honestly, it's wild. Like just to see your name go across the little radio thing. It's crazy. I love it. It's amazing.
Mm. And how do you compare performing in intimate venues versus arenas and auditoriums? With the intimate venues, do you find them kind of more, the first word that comes to mind is like nerve-wracking. Do you have to kind of like really find ways of dealing with that?
Yeah, I would say like when we do shows online, obviously you miss out on like the applauses that happen at the end. So that's definitely something I miss out. And I think performing live, you have so much energy coming from an audience that you just want to give that energy back. So I definitely I love performing live, but I love performing online too. I mean, the internet is just blown up, obviously, with, where you can be placed into different areas of part of the world. So it's just great to, connect with people like that. So like being intimate and the internet concerts have also been a blast.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you oh yeah, so I asked you a question about, arenas and auditoriums. What advice would you give someone who would like to chase their goals but don't have the confidence to do so in any field?
Honestly, I think the most important thing is just to be stay true to who you are. I think in this industry, you can be very straight in a lot of different ways, but if you just go back to the heart and the root of who you are and what you want to put, what you want to say to the world and what you want to put out there, I think that's the most important thing. And honestly, just show kindness to everyone you work with.
That's a good valid point there. Also, ultimately, where is best for people to follow you on like social media, like emailing lists, streaming platforms, or if you have an official website far away?
Absolutely. You can go to caseyjohns.rocks. Casey spelled just like the Sunshine Band, just KCJOHNS.rocks.
Great. Thanks for being a star on my show. Casey Johns on the Dennison syndicated radio show and podcasts. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Great.